baby. By that I mean you don't hold me down. You hold me down, special.
To make you feel special.
So special, so special, so special.
Very special.
I just want you to know that you are really special.
Special Sundays radio show. I am your host, Miss Special. Hawdwerk and Jansport J. Black Balls in the building. What's up?
What's happening? Chilling.
Welcome back, guys. It's been about a year. Back
right,
with the next album. I'm so excited to talk about it. Been bumping it.
You sound excited to talk about some black balls.
I really am.
Word.
So, right off the jump, why did y'all decide to name it Black Balls?
Go ahead, Jansport.
Uh-oh.
We named it Black Balls because we basically want to do whatever we wanted to do with this album. It was about basically just taking risks, saying what you want to say, making the kind of production I wanted to make, and not having the fear of being blackballed by anybody in the industry, just doing whatever we felt like we needed to get off our chest. So that's basically the whole meaning behind the album. And, you know, it's cool to make an album about testicles. Yeah. All that goes hand in hand. Yeah.
I couldn't keep a straight face with that. Oh, goodness. And then, of course, y'all did the promo video where you were literally dropping black balls on people, which I thought was completely hilarious. Where did that come from, like that idea in itself?
It actually came from our manager and some people we were working with as far as for marketing. And they thought it'd be funny to drop balloons on people's heads from top of sky rises. So we did that. That's stuff we like to do anyways, like just dumb stuff. So that was perfectly down our alley to just throw water balloons at people.
I enjoyed it. Good times. Where were you guys actually at when you did that?
Santa Monica.
Nice.
Yeah, all over Santa Monica. Every parking structure you can think of there. We'll probably want it out there right now. So we'll probably want it. We'll probably blackball from Santa Monica. Blackball from Santa Monica. Good job work.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, it looked like it towards the end. It looks like y'all were a little feared for your life.
Yeah, a little bit.
If the people haven't checked it out, it is up on coveoriginalmusic.com. So, also throughout the album, there's this happiness theme. Where did that come from? Because I think that's super dope.
I think it just kind of naturally progressed into the album. I don't think it was really like a planned out thing. I think what we're just going through was like trying to be liberating for ourselves, for our careers and stuff. So I think trying to pass that on to everybody else that might listen to our music, like free yourself and be happy with yourself and what you're doing. Right. And I think there's a couple topics and moods that are on the album, but you know, I think it's important to have a wide spectrum of different emotions and stuff like that. And we were happy at times, so we made happy music.
I think it's a general satisfaction type thing. Like you're satisfied with your life, you're content, and that makes you happy. And that's kind of what was exuberated in the project. And you know, black balls just make people happy.
Black balls have made a lot of people happy through history.
Exactly.
Yep.
I completely stand by that fact. It has to be true. So, of course, the general question is, what producers did you guys work with? Clearly, you only worked with Jansport J, which I love.
Me.
It's a beautiful thing. But what was that like? Did you guys go in the studio together and worked on things together? Or was it like, I got this beat, I got this verse? How did most of the songs come together creatively between the two of y'all?
I would say it kind of started off before we even started working on the project, just conversations we had about where we were at in terms of how we saw the industry and just our own personal growth and stuff like that. So from those conversations, kind of knowing where we were both at just in our head, I kind of knew what direction to go in with production and what would bring out certain themes from work. I kind of know how he writes some music now, stuff like that. So my job pretty much was to make some dope beats and then give him space to do what he does, because our chemistry is pretty good anyway. So I don't need to sit over his shoulder and tell him, this is what you have to write about. He does have to sit over my shoulder and put the snare right here, all that kind of stuff.
And then the features, you guys want to talk about who y'all had on the album?
We had our partner Noah James from Riverside. He has his own thing going on, Black Cloud Music, very in tune with the streets and what everybody wants in the IE. We have my homies Blackface, Trek Life, and then one of my favorite rappers in my top 10, Planet Asia, is on the album.
Yes.
And Tri-State, General Monk, shout out to them. And Ina Williams is on the album with her beautiful voice.
I love that so much. We played that last week. One of my favorite tracks on the album, definitely. Beautiful.
Thank you. J7 and Washay. Washay is actually from Gold Chain too with Planet Asia.
And then, I talk about this all the time. I love the songs for the ladies. So, of course, one of the feature-heavy songs for the ladies was My Type.
Yep.
So cute. I think, honestly, the 2011 game line of the year is going to be, wait for it, so how about I call you at 7, now let's make it 6, so if your day is low, I can be the first one to make it fit.
That's right, right? My pimp game came out heavy this time on this album.
It's so cute.
We had to let it out. Last time he was a little shy. I had to come out and put the player hand down on the ladies. You know, feel me?
I was just like, aw. Can I say the second best line on that track would have to be, I changed my Facebook status, I'm ready for commitment?
Yeah, Tech Life, a.k.a. Q-Tip on that one.
It's
That's
real out here.
Right there.
2011, that's how it really goes down.
Yeah,
Man.
It's not official till the Facebook status changes.
Man.
If my status is saying in a relationship, that means I'm not with you.
Ooh.
Right. Facebook is commitment.
So, these two crazy guys that I just happen to know, Elliot, Alwood, and Keith Grand, actually made an appearance on Black Balls. What can you tell us about these two characters?
Elliot, Alwood, and Keith Grand are church deacons.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a lot of ministry work in the inner city, well, black communities. They're also very into revealing the truth behind rappers, behind the music industry. They're very into that. What else? Jansport J, why don't you give them a rundown about Elliot, Alwood, and Keith Grand?
They also have a local radio show out here in L.A. On Sunday mornings. It's a gospel show because, you know, they're very spiritual people.
Yeah.
So they know Magic Johnson. That's impressive. They have a close relationship with Steve Harvey. And they know Anita Baker. They're really good people.
Are they friends with Jesse Jackson? I feel like them and Jesse Jackson like have breakfast and stuff like that.
They see each other here and there, you know. They're cordial.
Elliot and Jesse actually got in an argument recently, and I don't know. Elliot's not really talking to Jesse right now.
Oh.
Yeah, Keith always feels awkward in the middle of that, but, you know, he tries to keep it cordial.
That is really intense. Wow. And so, how did you guys meet them? Were you fans of their radio show for a while and then you met up, or did you meet at Roscoe's?
What happened was we went down to the station, the radio station, and we dropped off a couple of records.
Oh, wow.
And they liked it. They said, you know, this isn't really gospel or Christian at all, but, you know, either way, we like it. We think it's a good message, and they thought that maybe they could try accepting other personalities for a change on their radio show, and, you know, played us. It was crazy.
Nice. Really breaking barriers there.
We are,
very, very nice. And you got him on the album Black Balls. It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing. I only had to pay him 3 G's. It was amazing.
Damn.
Yeah. For 2000.
That's like communion right there. Goodness gracious.
Exactly.
And then another interesting appearance on the album was this host/narrator. What can you guys tell us about him?
Oh, that's Tobias. Tobias was actually on the first album, too. He was on Computer.
Yes. Okay, so that's the same person. Okay.
You know Tobias. You're familiar with Tobias.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
We had to bring him back. We thought he was a good touch for the last album, so we made sure to call him up and get him on this one.
We actually had to bring him back because he threatened that if he wasn't on the album, that would be, you know, harmful for us. So we brought Tobias back, and it worked out.
And no harm was done.
No harm, no foul.
Not yet.
Now, Black Balls, you talked about how you wanted this project to give you space to be able to say whatever you want and do whatever you want, and of course, reach some very, very serious topics. So, we're going to get real serious right now. The track Proverbs, I think, is absolutely amazing and mind-blowing. When that song came on for the first time, like, I literally stopped everything I was doing and just stopped and listened because it's that powerful. So, where did that come from?
Jansport J, again, I forgot what we were talking about, but he was just, I said, I want to make a beat for you to talk about your perspective on God is. So I was like, okay, whatever, Negro, whatever, I don't care. And then, like, a couple weeks later, in one of the batch of beats, he sent me this track, and it was called Proverbs. And I was like, this has to be the one that he must want me to rap on like this, because it was called Proverbs, and it was, like, really mystical sounding. And he said they never told me that before, but I remember him saying that clearly.
Wow.
And the funny thing behind that track is, initially, I didn't like that beat at all, but I knew it served some kind of a purpose. I knew it would kind of bring something out of him to probably go in that direction that I was talking about as far as getting him to kind of talk about his views on God and stuff. But then after the mix and everything, and then we got the bass laid on there by Andrew from a tradition, actually Drew Tradition, my bad. After everything was mixed down, now I love the joint. But at first, I was just hesitant on the production, but I knew it served some kind of purpose for this album. So
I was hesitant on the content because, you know, not everybody likes to hear that kind of stuff. And hip-hop music is kind of like a faux pas sometimes.
It's just crazy, like, the fact that Jansport J said that he knew that it served a purpose and, like, how it is, like, a spiritual/religious type track. That's just crazy to me. And then, of course, not only did you really talk about your views on it, but the fact that you created this picture of him coming to your house and sitting in your house, like, that's even crazier to me because that storytelling involved in that is incredible. Make sure y'all go get Black Balls and listen to Proverbs. We're still being serious. I have more serious questions.
all right, serious face on. Serious face.
So let's talk about Black Man and where that track came from, because that, of course, touches on all kinds of other serious things.
That track came from a good beat.
Always starts
The
as good
intro.
beats.
It only had that intro from The Last Poets, and then word kind of came in, and he wrote to it, and as he was writing to it, he filled in the spots with all the other commentary on the track. I envisioned it to be like a pro-black track. You know, the album's called Black Balls. We might as well have something that focuses on being, you know, young black men and how we see it and how we see the world.
Actually, I didn't even know it was that deep for him. He also almost made me cry right now when he said that last part.
Aww.
It happens.
Please don't cry.
I'm not going to cry. I'm too much of a gangster. So he sent the beats over, and I was like, okay, of course I have the right to this. But I wanted to be a creative way, the whole speaking to the black youth and stuff like that. We get beat over the head with thinking we have to be a certain way to be considered a real black guy or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So made it more of a question, like, who are you as a black person? Like, not just like black people are one generic way. We all speak Ebonics and we all eat chicken, or we're all work-free and we all pass out newspapers. It could be one or the other. It could be anything. We could really be anything we want to be.
Mm-hmm.
To acknowledge that it's everything. It's not just one thing.
You could be black special.
Thank you. I appreciate the invitation.
You might be a black man. You don't even know it.
You know, we might explore that later.
Oh, so look at you now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness. But it also reminded me of Thursday's project. He did a song called The N-Word, and it kind of gave me that type of vibe to where you're really questioning, like, who you are and why you do the things you do and things like that, and it's very self-aware.
We were going to call our project LA Riot, and he told Thurs, we're playing basketball with him, and he's not that good at it. I think that's why he stole the album title, and we had to change it to Black Balls.
So much LA beef. Can't y'all just get along? Like, it's always something. Without further ado, we got to talk about the most serious track on Black Balls, which would indeed be Fuck Jansport J.
Yeah. Oh, that would be the one.
It's just powerful and such a strong message. Oh, my goodness.
Right. It's deep. It's like J Electronica deep.
It's the cornerstone in the catalog. You know, it's one of our finest songs.
It's incredible. It's like Pacific Ocean. Like, it is deep.
Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah.
Very
Deeper
deep.
than Atlantis.
How was it to actually sit down and write those two incredible verses?
What's even crazier before he started
I wrote it.
is that
I wrote it.
you wrote it. I had to make a beat sampling him saying "Fuck Jansport J." Like, I had to do that. I mustered up all the strength in me to do that, and then I just let his hatred flow.
He sat there and was
now.
like, "Hey, Jansport J, sample this shit right now. Go, boom."
Right.
Yeah, I don't like him. And it was easy to make that song, just out of all the hate in my heart towards him, because he's dark, and I just don't like him.
So it is indeed a dark skin, light skin thing.
It's definitely a dark skin, light skin thing. Something definitely deep rooted in the black community, yes.
He's mad that I'm the Nubian king.
Wow. Man, what a wonderful time for Triumph to just come blaring through.
Triumph of the Nubian king. See? Got that tied in there.
So, you said it was easy to write the first verse. How was it writing the second verse?
About myself?
Yes.
It was actually about as easy, because it's really funny to make fun of yourself.
Did you contribute, Jansport J?
Well, actually, the whole song, it was kind of an idea that we would always say some stuff like, you know, fuck Jansport J, he gets all the attention, the credit, blah, blah, blah. So we would always, like, make fun of me. So, yeah, I had him call and leave a voicemail. I was like, look, I need you to talk reckless about me for, like, 15 or 20 minutes. And he actually did, like, a whole rant. It was very impressive. I was a little hurt by some of the things he said. But nonetheless, there was that one clip where, you know, it says, fuck Jansport J, that nigga ain't shit. And so that's what I took from that and just made a beat around it. And he did what he does.
So, what else is next for y'all? Black Balls just dropped. What can we expect now? Like I always say, y'all should just be satisfied with this dope music that you can purchase on your iTunes right now.
Yeah.
We just got our website up and dope.
Yes.
We have some new merch coming out for Black Balls. A couple more surprises for Black Balls coming up very soon.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Some videos, some shows.
I'm excited for it all, definitely. People, once again, go to iTunes, type in Black Balls, type in Hawdwerk and Jansport J.
It's $6.99. Get your Black Balls.
Don't Google Black Balls because you're going to find a whole bunch of other stuff. But if you go into iTunes and you search Black Balls, you'll probably find our album.
I mean, I figured that most of the other Black Balls would be more expensive than $6.99, so this is a very good bargain because
these Black Balls are a steal.
It's priced for the return listener and priced for the new listener to give an incentive to actually buy it. It's not expensive. It's not going to kill your bank account at all.
Exactly. And y'all have put out so much free music that damn, you know?
Right.
These are Black Balls.
I can't anymore. I just can't.
I mean, Black Balls are overwhelming. We understand.
Right, yeah.
They really
are.
are.
It's a lot to handle. A lot of Black Balls to handle.
Oh, my goodness. I super appreciate y'all calling in. It's always too much fucking fun, I swear.
Thank you for having us.
And a big shout out to Mai. I appreciate her.
CoveOriginalMusic.com.
Yes.
For booking. Call that Miss Cove Original, mscoveoriginal@gmail.com for booking and other inquiries.
Special Sundays radio show is live every Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. on ksfs.sfsu.edu. And for everything special, check out specialsundays.com.